Good morning, Millennial Morticians. Happy Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of this incredible podcast. I hope you guys are ready to dive into today's episode. The title of today's episode is called Legacies Lifeguards. Legacies Lifeguards. Hope you guys are ready, tuned in, got your notepads, and are ready to hear today's episode. It's going to be exciting and engaging, and it's going to empower you to get through this week as things heat up. I got the title for today's episode, because it's getting hotter outside. And what I mean by hot, I'm not talking about 70s or 80s. I'm talking about in the 90s to 100s. And that made me think of one thing. And I think it's a summertime thing. It made me think of getting in the pool. And at every pool, or most of these, public and community pools, or even at university pools, they have lifeguards. And it made me think back to the lifeguards of our industry and in the funeral business. How have those lifeguards helped us become the people we are today, and how are they going to help us improve in the future and take us to another level in our industry? And the truth of the matter is that those lifeguards that we hold close to our heart, our mentors, our friends, our bosses, people that train us, our mortuary school instructors, their job is to make sure that we're able to learn in a way that's productive, that's active, and that keeps us on track to be the most successful people we can be. And their main job is to make sure that we, as learners of this incredible field, as just everyday people, don't drown in whatever we're doing. We're not struggling. We're not falling too far behind. Their job is to cater, to nurture that gift that's inside each and every one of us, to improve, to excel, and to take us to the next level. Being a lifeguard is a hard task because you're not just looking after one person to see if just one person is drowning. You're looking at a whole field of different people, of different groups of people, to make sure that everyone's staying afloat. And so it's important that you reach out to those people who have helped you stay afloat over the years, who've kept you, who've mentored you, who've shepherded you, looked out for you, and made sure that you were doing what was best for you and your future. And that even while you were swimming in the deep end, you were still safe. And by what I mean by swimming in the deep end is you took on harder challenges, more rigorous tasks, things of that nature. You try to skill up or develop your skills even more than you already have before. And so those lifeguards, they put restraints, safe restraints around your growth to make sure that not only you're meeting goals, but you are safe while doing it. You're not pushing yourself to the limit too hard. And in times like this, it's so important to have good lifeguards in your area and in your life and different parameters of your life. It doesn't have to be the same person. It could be a different person depending on how many areas you need them in. But they have one main focus, one main job, and that is to save you and to hold you accountable when they think you're taking on too much water. So this week, I encourage each and every one of you to get you a legacy lifeguard, someone who has experience, who has skill, that if that today was the day where you might drown, they'd be able to save you, turn you around, and give you great advice on how to keep treading water in your next adventure or your next endeavor or your next big moment in your life. I'm your host, Jaden Fowlkes. This is the Millennial Mortician podcast, a podcast that engraves. I hope you find your legacy lifeguard. Pretty short episode today, but I hope it was sweet and to the point, and the fact that it's important to have somebody that's going to keep you from drowning. I love you guys dearly. Look forward to catching you on the next one.